Are you aware that, despite economic difficulties, celebrity investor Cathie Wood is purchasing more Tesla shares than she usually does? Unlike some investors who slung shade at Tesla during the firm's difficult year, Cathie Wood stayed a supporter of the company. Wood is still upbeat. It would be unwise for you to overlook this renowned investor. The CEO of ARK Investment Management, Cathie Wood, keeps accumulating Tesla stock. Despite the fact that 2022 has undoubtedly been a difficult year for Tesla stock, Wood has demonstrated her optimism about the company's long-term prospects by purchasing Tesla shares multiple times in recent months, each time appearing to be a larger acquisition than the last, living up to her reputation as a star investor. Wood has undoubtedly made timely trades, repurchasing shares during market downturns and selling some when prices have increased. Wood has been accumulating Tesla shares over the last few months whenever the stock falls. Wood loaded up on Tesla shares twice in October alone. Wood purchased more than 132,000 Tesla shares after the stock dropped after the company's Q3 report, which came after missing deliveries were announced by Tesla in early October. Wood added to the 66,190 Tesla shares he had already purchased that month in the middle of October. Subsequently, at the beginning of November, Tesla shares were heavily invested in by Cathie Wood's ARK Invest in its Innovation Next Generation Internet and Autonomous Technology and Robotics ETFs. The automaker's recent decline on Wall Street presented a buying opportunity for the company's three funds. In the second week of November, ARK's Innovation ETF purchased 27,594 shares, while the Next Gen Internet and Autonomous Tech and Robots ETFs had gains of 2,909 and 9,173 shares, respectively. Once more, Wood's investment management company, ARK Invest, purchased 74,862 shares of the maker of electric vehicles through three of her exchange-traded funds in mid-December. A daily transaction report that was emailed to me stated that the purchase was estimated to be worth $11.7 million. 61,537 shares for the ARK Innovation Fund, 10,066 shares for the ARK Autonomous Tech and Robotics ETF ARKQ, and 3,259 shares for the ARK Next Generation Internet ETF ARKW were purchased by ARK as part of its Tesla acquisition. Within ARK's investment portfolio, Tesla ranks third in size behind Exact Sciences XS and Zoom Communications ZM. Wood's dip buying frenzy coincides with a challenging month and year for Tesla, as investors grow more alarmed that Musk, in his capacity as CEO, has been spending more time managing Twitter, the social media network he recently took private for $44 billion. Cathie Wood invested an additional $2 million in Tesla before the year ended, and CEO Elon Musk encouraged staff members to look past the stock decline when Tesla shares unexpectedly rose. A few days into January, Cathie Wood, the head of ARK Investment Management, stocked up on EV maker stock, buying 17,960 shares at an estimated worth of more than $2 million. Despite her flagship fund's decline due to constant sell-offs, Cathie Wood plans to start buying more Teslas in 2023. Daily transaction reports show that ARK's Autonomous Technology and Robotics ETF acquired 31,000 Tesla shares for $3.4 million, while Wood's flagship ARK Innovation ETF bought 145,000 shares of the company for $5.7 million. Just a few days after 2023 began, Cathie Wood purchased $19 million worth of Tesla stock. A few days later, it was revealed that, as of the market close on June 6th, ARK Innovation ETF ARKK had sold 31,758 NVIDIA shares for a total estimated value of $4.7 million. Amidst the downturn in the semiconductor industry, NVIDIA's stock has decreased by 42% over the last year. It was also discovered that, as of the conclusion of that day, ARK funds had purchased 58,044 shares, valued at $6.6 million. Cathie Wood expedited Tesla's acquisitions in a single week a few days prior. In actuality, Wood's run was unaffected by the January 13th sell-off caused by Tesla's stock price drop. ARK Invest persisted in its acquisition binge. At the closing price of the session, 168,989 shares of Tesla, valued at $20.68 million, were purchased by ARK's flagship exchange-traded fund, the ARK Innovation ETF. Benzinga Pro data shows that the stock closed the day's session down 0.94 at $122.40. During the session, the loss reached 6.4% at one point. The stock increased 8.26% over the week. Nevertheless, in all but one session, the company purchased Tesla stock. The company purchased 27,811 shares on Monday for a total of $3.3 million. Then on Tuesday, an additional 100,982 shares worth $12 million. Wood's company purchased 91,523 shares on Wednesday for a total estimated value of $11.28 million. As previously noted, the acquisition was halted, and on Friday, the ARK Innovation ETF purchased 168,989 shares of Tesla, valued at $20.68 million. Compared to the $27.99 million in acquisitions made the week before, the total value of Tesla shares purchased during that week was $47.26 million. Since the Tesla stock began to sell off more heavily, ARK has been increasing its position in the company with 3.742 million Tesla shares. ARKK currently has a 6.79% weighting in its portfolio. Tesla is now the third largest holding in Wood's flagship ARK Innovation ETF, behind the leading companies Zoom Video Communications, ZM, and the cancer screening technology company Exact Sciences Exis, thanks to Wood's dip buying binges. Despite all of this, Wood's tech stock fall over the past year hasn't exactly impressed the investment community with her investment success. Notably, the ARK Innovation ETF has dropped 79% from its top in February 2021 and 61% over the last year. In defense of her approach, Wood has pointed out that she has a 5-year investment horizon. Nevertheless, until January 6th, the 5-year annualized return of ARK Innovation was minus 3.3%, while the SP 500 had a positive return of 9.2%. Furthermore, the fund's performance falls well short of Wood's target of 15% annualized returns over 5-year intervals. Having said that, investors might be turning away from ARK Innovation due to its poor returns. Vedify, an ETF analysis organization, reports that the $5.9 billion fund saw a net investment outflow of $447 million in the previous month, although it nevertheless saw an inflow of $1. Even still, a lot of investors have continued to support Wood in spite of her middling results. It surely doesn't hurt that she had one truly amazing year. In 2020, ARK Innovation experienced a 153% growth. In the world of investments, Wood has also developed into something of a rock star, making frequent appearances in the media. She breaks down financial ideas so that a beginner investor may comprehend them. In the stock market, the technology sector has generally underperformed this year, which is a sharp contrast to its phenomenal gains in 2020. In 2021, Cathie Wood, a well-known tech investor, has also been affected by the turmoil last year. The value of her flagship ARK Innovation ETF, managed by ARK Investment Management, dropped by 57%. ARK is still optimistic about Tesla in spite of this. Wood thinks Tesla will increase tenfold. In an email update to investors, Wood said that by halving the price of an electric vehicle, Tesla could increase its addressable market by 10 times. Wood claims that several advances in the auto business pose a threat to the traditional auto sector. And by extension, traditional automakers. Wood cited Tesla's self-driving taxi platform as an illustration of this kind of creative transformation. Tesla is currently leading the automotive business and has risen to be the biggest automaker in the world. That is unlikely to alter very soon if Tesla's trajectory is maintained. For Tesla, the future appears to be very promising. Goldman Sachs, an investment banking firm, stated that it was positive on Tesla shares in the long run and kept its buy recommendation in the middle of December. Like Goldman, ARK continues to have faith in the company's long-term delivering potential. Wood mentioned how Tesla was at the forefront of being able to reduce expenses and pricing to help deliver electric vehicles to the mainstream market because of loosening supply chains. Elon Musk is currently leading Tesla toward an autonomous taxi platform, which Wood said Yahoo Finance will happen around 2024. She believes he thinks it will occur in the following year. She believes he's still very much focused on that. As the EV industry as a whole and Tesla in particular enter a new chapter, the business is setting itself up to be at the forefront. Tesla has a lot of irons in the fire, even though results over the next few years might not match past performance. It's important to consider carefully if now is a good moment to make investments. In general, Cathie Wood is still more optimistic than ever about Tesla shares, strongly advocating for innovation. Wood consistently expresses her support for Tesla and its next cutting-edge initiatives. The Tesla stock may reach $500 by 2026. According to Cathie Wood's company, ARK Invest, even after eliminating autonomous driving and ride-hailing in all its forms. This was stated a few days ago. According to analyst Tasha Keeney at ARK, the company's 2026 price objective for Tesla shares, based only on its EV business, would be about $500 per share. The estimate has been modified to account for the August 2022 implementation of the 3-for-1 stock split. This adds further insight to the $4,600 pre-split price prediction for 2026. Mid-April 2022, the company made an announcement. According to Keeney, the company is eliminating ride-hailing services in any form as well as autonomous driving from the value structure. Over the next 5 years, the company projects that these two elements will account for over 60% of Tesla's value. She added that compared to the stock's current valuation, the $500 per share prediction represents an increase of more than 4 times. For more, don't forget to subscribe to this channel.